Welcome to Curveball the podcast. I'm Kayleigh.
And I'm Soph. We're two curve models in our 30s, and we're turning life's curveballs into conversations that matter. Sorry, but Kayleigh's just busy telling me a story about her new boyfriend trying to Dutch oven her. And I am disgusted. Absolutely vile.
Sophie, darling, so am I.
That's not right.
It's not right. It's not okay.
I would have knocked him out.
Well, he didn't do it because I fought for it. I fought out of it.
Fought for your life.
I literally did. I was fuming. Let me tell you, it got me out of bed this morning for sure. Yeah.
Dirty, dirty boy. What's your thoughts on farting in relationships? Hi, guys, by the way. Welcome to Curveball the podcast.
Episode 2.
Straight
God,
in.
having a boyfriend really spices things up, doesn't it?
It does when he's like your boyfriend, yeah?
Yeah.
Farting in relationships.
Never a dull day. Farting in relationships, what do I think about it? It depends on the fart.
No.
Why?
Because, no. No, what do you think to fart in a relationship?
Okay. I am joking. I was going to really brief to see a reaction and it wasn't a good one. Farting in relationships and burping in relationships. Personally, I feel like you shouldn't have to hold it in if you're in big trouble. However...
If you're in big trouble?
Well, yeah, what if you need what if you need to fart? I've got IBS, you know what I mean?
Why did you say it like that? If you're in big trouble.
What?
If you're going to shit yourself, go to the toilet.
Yeah, but what if not?
No, go to the toilet.
What if there's no toilet? What if you're on a car journey and you've been holding this fart in all evening or, do you know what I mean? Like, and you wait and then you're like, shit, then there's traffic and you need to fart.
Right, I think we're having two different conversations because I think if you are... By the way, if you've not gathered already, I'm not really into farting in relationships. I think it absolutely kills attraction. It's not for me. But you're describing if someone's like not well. I'm just talking about being a dirty bastard and trying to Dutch oven your girlfriend.
I know, that is really dirty. And by the way, Adam, if you're listening, dirty behaviour, and it's not condoned at all.
No,
I don't agree. I don't agree that you should be doing it. Again, I'm in a new relationship. You've been in a relationship for 2 years now.
3 years.
Does Andy fart in front of you?
No, absolutely not. No. And do you know why? And this is why I'm a bit of an advocate for it. And I was listening to someone talking about this the other day and they were just like, better out than in. You should be farting in front of your relationships, like it's in front of your partners. It's weird to not fart in front of your partners. Why are you like embarrassed? I'm not embarrassed. I just think that I have a really good sex life and I want it to maintain that way. And if he is sat next to me, burping and farting, do you think that makes me want to sit on his face?
Absolutely not.
Like, I couldn't be more disgusted. Oh. And in previous relationships as well, I've had previous relationships where people have been like super hygienic and not farting and not being disgusting boys. And that's impacted sex life in a positive way. And then I've had relationships where people are fucking disgusting. My language today is horrible. I'm very sorry, guys. Where they've been disgusting and it's just not made me want to be sexual with them. And I think attraction and being attracted to your partner is really important.
I 100% agree with you on that. And I think...
Do you fart in front of him?
I have, yeah.
When you say you have, are you sat there every night like...
No, absolutely not. But
Dutch oven.
I farted in front of him, yes.
Yeah.
And I have burped by accident. But not like, I don't like burping, by the way. I actually hate burping.
If you burped, you say, excuse me.
I say, oh God, I'm so sorry.
That's very
excuse me.
Yeah, different.
Or if I'd farted, I like try and hide it a little bit and laugh to myself.
Do you know when I fart sometimes when he's tickling me and it's just like, dude. Well, that's different.
So other day, we had a bit of a wrestle and we both farted 3 times in a row. Both of us. And I was like, this is disgusting. Why are we in a relationship like this?
Because I think that's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But if you are like getting up,
couch.
barping, I was going to call it. That's like 2 in 1.
Just sat on the couch watching Netflix and it's like just stink in the living room out.
Oh yeah, no, that's not okay. I have the most sensitive smell in the world, by the way. So I'm really, and I think now because he knows I'm so adverse to it, he does it more. But I said to him, I actually said, and this sounds awful, I don't find that attractive. Like, yeah, and I say exactly what you said, weirdly. Like,
mind you, you've been together 4 weeks.
I don't want to be, going down on you after you've just farted. Are you all right?
Don't. It makes me feel
going down
violently ill.
Also going down. I mean, whatever you can say.
You tried to be very polite.
I did.
Do you know what? I think...
Don't be sucking your dick after you just farted, hon.
I can't say what I'm about to say now. You just said that.
Did I just go?
Because I was about to say, I think it comes back to your relationship with your dad. No, but I think if your dad
Yeah.
was like gross when you were little and was constantly farting in the living room, then you would find it very normal. My dad is a proper like gentleman.
Yeah.
Like he's very cleanly and he's really like, he's just not like that.
Yeah, very reserved, conservative is the word.
Absolutely, yeah.
Mine is not.
Is he not? Okay.
No. My dad is a is a proper farmer. Doesn't give a shit.
Okay.
He has no
filter.
No filter at all. And again, you know what?
Bit gross.
That's on him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I see it do it. I've seen him do it to his girlfriend and stuff. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, you can't be doing that. But then so with my partner now,
Yeah.
it is quite not, but I don't like it and I don't want that. I don't want that. You don't do it in restaurants and things like that. Don't get me wrong. It's not
Well,
like
that's a different level. I should hope not.
But yeah, no, he's respectful. And you know what? And he is a gentleman in a lot of ways, in so many ways. He's great.
Does
But
he
the
know he's
farting
going to
and
get
burping,
absolutely roasted on every episode of the podcast?
he does. Yeah, well, this morning I kind of went over this episode because I was like, just so you know, this is going to be a lot around you and your disgusting habit right here. And that's when I think he tried to dust up on me just to say, fuck you.
Fair
I'll
enough.
show you.
Good, yeah.
He didn't do it, by the way.
Fair
He
enough.
didn't get to do it because I
Wasn't
fought
successful. You should do it to him now when you get in. Aren't you going for an Indian tonight?
it. Yeah.
Smashed it. Perfect. Do you know what?
Smashed it.
Talking about toilet habits though, oh my God, we went on a romantic night away last week in Liverpool actually, which is where we're filming the podcast. We're literally round the corner from here. And I had a stomach bug. Oh my God, 3 o'clock in the morning it came on and I was so violently unwell. Like
Oh, no.
every 30 minutes it was awful. And I said to my partner, I said to my boyfriend in episode 1, I don't know if you've listened to it, but we talked about how my boyfriend hates me calling him my partner because it makes me sound like a lesbian. So my boyfriend, bless him, was like really looked after me. And like the minute it was like 7 o'clock, he was up and gone to the shops to try and get stuff to help me. But I said to him, imagine this was like first date. Oh, how embarrassing. And it was one of them where the door was just like a little slide door and the toilet was separate. So you couldn't even like run the tap. It was just awful. It was just
that's
not
the worst. Can I just go on a bit of a
vibe.
I'm going to go off a little bit here. But has that ever happened on a first date with you?
No, thank God. Has it to you?
Yeah. Someone farted.
You farted?
I didn't. No. Someone farted on like next to me.
On a first date?
On a first date, we were smooching and he farted and he laughed about it and went, oops.
I need more context than that. Where were you, in bed?
No. It wasn't even in bed. It was in the restaurant downstairs from my hotel.
You were snogging in a restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was. This was about 4
I'm not judging you. I'm asking for the facts.
No, this was 4 years ago. This was just after the pandemic. And I was in London working. I was in a hotel.
What's the pandemic got to do with anything?
Well, I'd not been around anyone for a while,
Right,
do you know?
I see.
I didn't want to snog in public. Yeah, I thought, sod it. He ain't got COVID, I'll snog him.
That's a very low bar.
No, I'm joking. It was a beautiful Italian man, actually. It was stunning. It was gorgeous. Very good looking.
What was his name?
Simone.
Oh, I really wanted it to be something typically Italian.
It was Simon, but with an N-E at the end, like Simone.
Simone.
Is that Italian?
Don't know.
I think it is.
We'll go with it.
So it was about 4 years ago and gorgeous man, but the conversation just didn't flow. Not just because he was Italian, just because he was a tight arse, and I could tell straight away that he was just not in it for that. He obviously lived in London, went on dates a hell of a lot, which I guess is an expensive kind of do when you're down there going out.
It's an expensive hobby.
It's very expensive, and I know he did that. But I just found him on Hinge really last minute because the guy that I was supposed to meet bailed on me.
Right.
I'd dated this guy before, by the way.
Right.
So it's fine. Like I was like, do you know what? It's cool because I want to go out. I need to take myself out.
So you snogging Simone in the restaurant?
So I ended up meeting him so I'd only met him once on Hinge. And I was like, oh, do you know what? So yes, I will come out tonight because I was ready.
Gorgeous.
It was very impromptu. Went on this date. And we ended up, it was very attractive. And he went for the kiss, so I carried on and he farted.
How embarrassing. Like loudly?
Yeah, really loud.
What did he say?
Oops.
Oh, God.
It was, honestly.
Oh, that's the biggest.
It was the biggest
mood
ick
killer
ever. Like, because what's funny is because I have IBS anyway. And me and I used to live with a girl who definitely listens to this.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kira. We had terrible IBS. We were very open about it.
Right.
It was very much a open, if you want to fart, you can fart.
Yeah.
In our apartment because we're two girls. We don't care.
Yeah.
So I wasn't opposed to the farting, but it was more on the date thing. But that was the first time that I got an ick from that. And I was like, you just met
on
me.
a first date in a restaurant.
You don't know me. And in a restaurant. Like, it weren't busy, luckily. Actually, that's probably worse. That's probably worse because people probably heard it. Do you know if it was loud? It weren't that loud. But he thought that's why I heard it. And I was like, wow. It's fair to say I never saw him again.
So it's a no to farting.
So it's a no to farting unless you really need to go. And, you know, I have listened to other podcasts where people speak about it and say it's a very healthy relationship to be open like that. I just think it's good for you, but not for us.
You were telling me before that you feel like you've been a bit of a nagging wife.
I have been terrible, actually. Yeah, I have. But I say but, that's like I'm trying to make an excuse for it. There's no excuse.
Are you a nagging wife, though? Because we were talking about this and I was saying... and I actually spoke to my boyfriend about this the other day, and because I'm the exact opposite of a nagging wife. I'm too chill. Yeah. I let everything go, and then I'm frustrated. Like, I don't really nag, I just do things. But I was saying, actually, is there such thing? And there is such thing, but in extremities as a nagging wife. But in general, is there such thing as a nagging wife? Or is there just husbands, partners, who just don't do their share?
Exactly.
Or don't help out?
And they're not aware of the surroundings.
What do you mean by that?
Like they don't understand that they need to be doing things. They're not aware that women are stressed out because we're not voicing it. So in the household, is that what you're talking about?
Well, yeah, because this is what I saw, and it was like, are we nagging wives, or are we actually just trying to project manage a household with an incompetent member of staff?
Oh, good God, yeah. That is the best way to put it. Yeah. Do you know what? I don't think it's about roles neither. Like, it's not about gender roles here. This is about human roles.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? We both work.
Yeah.
We both work.
Yeah.
We both come home. We both go to the gym. We've both got lives outside a relationship. So when you come into a household, you should share the chores. I'm quite an old-fashioned lady when it comes to things like that.
I've never described you as a lady in my life.
How dare you? Jokes. Well, I am sometimes, but I'm an old-fashioned girly.
When you're trying to shove on your boyfriend.
After a curry tonight, yeah. Can't wait for that. I'll report back.
You're an old-fashioned lady, so you like to do things for him.
I am very much a nurturer by nature, unfortunately. Maybe it's been because I've been brought up with grandparents.
Unfortunately, it's just as long as people don't take advantage of that.
Exactly, yes. So I do like to do the cooking. But when it comes to the cleaning and stuff like that, I think you both should take responsibility. If there's a pot, wash it. Do you know what I mean?
I love your accent so much. If there's a pot, wash it.
I went very northern then, didn't I? Yeah.
You always go northern when you're irate.
Yeah, when I'm passionate about something, I do go very northern. The Yorkshire girl comes out, for sure. But it's true, like, it shouldn't be on genders. I don't believe, like, I go to work, you come home, you make the food, you tidy up, that sort of thing. No, if there's something to do, do it. That's just be respectful in the household. So I really like what you've just said there about the incompetence. If you use it like...
If you think about it in a workplace and you have shared roles and someone's not doing their part of the project, that's going to be incredibly frustrating.
Absolutely.
And you're going to have a conversation with them about pulling their weight.
Yeah.
Also, if you think of nagging as like communicating your needs.
Yes, absolutely.
Then you start to see it in a different frame. Like, is your wife nagging you, or actually are you just not meeting her needs despite the fact that she's told you 100 times this is how you meet my needs, and you're choosing to ignore it?
Yeah, but again, that's because there's the awareness there as well. Or is it just that you just don't give a shit and you're just going to carry on doing what you're doing? Then that's disrespectful.
I do think that, because I think we blame a lot, or we make excuses for men a lot when we say, oh, they're just so different to us, they don't have the self-awareness. But is that just an excuse? Is it just that you actually don't care about how I feel?
Maybe, who knows? Maybe we need to get a man into this. But I also had this conversation with my partner this morning about it, and he said, well, women just nag.
Did he say you were nagging?
He said,
Does he call you a nagging wife?
He said, yeah, it's because I'm nagging. And I said, well, is that just because you don't do what I've asked you to do?
What were you nagging him about?
I wasn't nagging this morning, but I was speaking about nagging in general. I said, what would you say is nagging? He said, women. I said, I'm going to go and have to have a minute.
I'm having a minute.
I'm going to have a minute here because, the feminist in me is coming out.
When you have a minute, what do you do?
Just have a little wander to the toilet.
Or around the corridors.
Yeah.
So you don't knock him out.
I go down into the bathroom and have a word with myself in the mirror sometimes because I'm like, just breathe. We need to be adults here.
Pick your battles.
Exactly. And actually, no one's going to win the war there, are there?
No.
So I said, what do you think is? And he said, well, nagging's like women and men. And I said, well, why do women nag? He says, because it's the nature. And I said, I think you've just been I think that is just really insensitive for you to say that, and also not very educational, because like, why do we nag? So I was like, if I'm nagging at you to do something, why would you not think to do that in the first place? He went, well, I never thought of it like that. I said, there you go. Good grief. Bit of education for you there, hon. A bit of guidance.
Here's one for you. Do you think attraction can grow?
Yeah, massively.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Ooh.
But I will just go back a minute because, so my boyfriend at the moment, he's moved in with me. At the moment! Oh, shit. I didn't mean it like that.
Producer Dylan, you might want to remove that one.
Yeah.
My boyfriend at the moment.
Oh, dear.
Carry on. That was brilliant.
I was going to say, so we've gone really fast-paced, our relationship.
Yeah.
And he's living with me at the moment because he lives in Dubai, but he's got a job here at the moment in Manchester, so he's living with me. I set very clear boundaries at the beginning about tasks, and I think I needed to do that. So it was, firstly, if there's pots in the sink,
you got to communicate. Yeah.
I said, secondly, always make the bed.
Yeah.
Whenever you leave this room, and if I'm not there, whatever, make sure the bed's made. That's my one thing.
Yeah.
Clean bed, clean mind. And the third one was rubbish as well. Just take the rubbish and just pick up after yourself. That's all I ask. It's not a lot to ask that. He has done it.
Yeah.
He has done it, actually. And he's even put the washing and stuff like that. So I don't nag about household chores like that.
Yeah.
It's more things like, where's this? Well, there's only 3 cupboards there, so why don't you try and look for them? And that's when it gets a bit like, a bit nagging for me, because I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? Come and look for it. And it's right there. That's when I start to nag and I'm like, why are you not looking?
Do you know, my sister the other day literally nearly filed for divorce. She was so irate with her husband. So basically, one of her things is making the bed. So if he gets out of the bed last, you've got to make the bed. And she's told him a million times. So say like the bed cover and the top pillows are lilac and the underneath pillows are white, okay? So she's told him a million times that the bed cover and the matching colour of pillowcases goes on the top, and she will go in and it's like higgledy-piggledy, lilac, white, lilac, and she can't cope with life. And she's told him this 400 times, and then he just continues to do it because he's just not thinking. He's like, I've made the bed, I'm a good guy. Anyway, I got there the other day and she was like, is he trying to make me murder someone? Does he just hate me? And I was like, my boyfriend would never do that. Anyway, I've never discussed this with my boyfriend. The next day, did the exact same thing.
No
Sent
way.
my sister a picture. I was like, you've manifested
Oh
this
my
for
God,
me.
she has
Look
actually
at what
put it
you've
out
done
there
to me.
She's put that out to the universe. Oh my God. That gets me, to be fair, as well. Like,
It's really not that hard.
It's not hard. 2 colours. 2 colours, coordinate. You can't educate pork. You cannot educate pork. But again, men are from Mars, women are from Venus.
Yeah.
They don't even think. It's the awareness sometimes. I'm not making an excuse for you guys, but come on, do better.
Let's move on from nagging because I feel like we could talk about it all day.
We could. Yeah, we don't want to nag.
Do you think attraction can grow?
Absolutely, yes.
Do you?
I didn't. But
Just say it how it is.
I didn't think that my boyfriend now, I didn't think that it would be...
You weren't that attracted to him.
I wasn't that attracted to him, no. I wasn't.
But you've said that to him.
I've told him, I've told him that I wasn't that attracted to him. So I didn't find that initial attraction.
And it's grown.
And it's grown massively. Yeah, massively.
See,
I'd say more now. I've spent loads of time with him and he's just got so many levels to him that I found more attractive as we go on. And that I never thought I would.
That's interesting. I know what you mean in terms of that, because I'm definitely more in love with my boyfriend now. Like, love has grown, and like the more I learn about him, the more I love him, and things like that. But attraction, like if I'm not really physically attracted to someone from the first minute I see them, that's just not going to grow for me.
Oh no, absolutely. Yeah, like I probably wouldn't go on a date with a guy if I didn't find him attractive.
If I was on a date with someone and I don't find them attractive, I wouldn't have a second date, because for me, being physically attracted to someone is really important. Because I actually think the opposite of it growing, I think, let's all be honest, is probably going to decline. 20 years from now in your marriage, it's likely that you're not going to be as like, I want to jump on this person and be so obsessed with them. You're madly in love with them and things grow in other ways. But attraction, physical attraction, is going to decline, studies would show. So it needs to be high to start with.
No, that is absolutely true. Yeah, you do want to, especially at the beginning of a relationship, when that attraction needs to be at its highest. You want to be able to rip the clothes off. So yeah, I do get that.
Do you know who I've got a crush on? This just came to me, which is bad. Young blood.
No, I do.
What do you mean? I'm surprised you even know who that is.
I do.
Do you know who he is?
Yeah, of course I do. The little rock star.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
With the eye contact.
But he's proper Yorkshire, isn't he? He's a Yorkshire lad, isn't he?
He's about 12.
I know.
I think it's wrong.
That is so weird that you've said that. I kid you not, I actually followed him the other day on Instagram. I don't even follow anyone on Instagram. And I thought, oh my God, a little pervert here. I was
and my best mate Fia are obsessed with him.
Yeah, but he's great. Do you know what it is? He's started his own festival.
He's he is emotionally intelligent. And someone left a comment and it made so much sense for me. Oh, I'm nearly knocking my tea off. someone left a comment and it made it make so much sense. They said, yeah, young blood is like a rock version of Harry Styles. And I thought, well, there you go.
He is, yeah.
He is.
He's cool as fuck.
I don't know where that came from, but I'm obsessed with him.
No, it's the attraction thing though, isn't it? It's true that, yeah.
And how,
that's weird.
How old is he? Do you know how old he is?
He must be about 25, 6. Maybe, it might be a bit older, actually.
How?
I reckon he must be nearly 30, but he looks younger.
No, I think he's like 26, 27. How young would you date?
28 years old.
Oh, he's 28.
Yeah.
1997.
August.
People born in 1997 are 28.
Oh God, I was 7 years old when this guy was born.
Look how cute
he is. He is. I mean, no, look. Sorry, we need to put this photo up at one point. Him with the red on there, with the red background. He's off his fucking tits. That's like...
He's off his chops. I think it's videos where you find him attractive.
No, he's great. He speaks really well. He was on a podcast, the Paul Brunson podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow, this guy's got so much emotional intelligence. I think that's what it is. We're attracted to that
How
though. But
young
attraction,
would you date?
Oh God, don't. God, you know what? I have dated younger guys.
How much younger?
10 years younger than me.
Have you?
Yeah, I have.
Dated?
Yeah.
Not just slept with?
Well, I went on a date.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
how was that?
It just, the life experience wasn't there for me. And like, how can you have good conversations with people? Especially like we're very chatty people. I love to I just like to get deep with people. I love to get deep. And if they haven't got the depth.
I love to get deep.
And that normally comes from life experience, doesn't it? So I just found that it just worked for me dating somebody younger.
I do think there's exceptions to the rule. Like young blood, I think that's why I actually like him because he's very emotionally intelligent. He seems really grown up. But I'm sure, he's a 28-year-old boy, so I'm sure he's still a 28-year-old boy in a lot of ways. Neither of us are about to date young blood, so it's not really interested.
Would you date younger?
I don't think so. I do tend to go older.
Yeah.
My previous partner who was in a relationship with for 9 years, he was 16 years older than me. And my partner now, which is a massive gap, and I wouldn't have a gap like that again, but my partner now is 7 years older than me, and I think that's the perfect gap. I can't imagine dating someone younger. No. I think it'd be weird.
My last two boyfriends were actually younger than me. And nobody showed. It really did.
And your boyfriend now's same age?
Same age as me. Well, a year older, but, we still don't.
Yeah. Can I tell you about a study that's going to make you feel sick?
Go for it.
It's really not nice. It's about attraction and how different age groups are attracted to different people. So basically, men and women were both studied, and it was like longitudinal, it was en masse. So that means it's quite a reliable study. It wasn't like 20 people have been surveyed. And basically what it showed is that women are attracted to men who are kind of 5 years older, 5 years younger on a scale like this throughout our lives. So if we're 40, we're kind of attracted to people around the same age, maybe a little bit older. Yeah. And as we get up to like 60s, 70s, we're attracted to men who are slightly younger, but it's kind of, it's very linear. It makes sense on the graph.
Yeah.
Men, I really didn't like reading this because this is all men. And they'll all tell you it's not them, but it was such a massive scale that it kind of is all men. Basically, men, no matter how old they get, so from aged 18 all the way through to 99, they are most attracted to women who are 21. And I say 21 because that was the youngest number that they were allowed to pick. I know, gross. It just blew my mind.
Would be younger, wouldn't it? If they were.
It didn't surprise me, but 21.
That makes. That doesn't surprise me at all.
Oh man. Honestly. And also then there was one done on dating apps. Can't remember which dating app it was, but it showed that the older a man gets, this is gross, the older a man gets on a dating app, the more he widens the age range on the younger side. So if he's 30, he's like, okay, I'll go down to 25. Once he's 50, he's still going down to 25. And the youngest allowable match that they can pick doesn't change despite their age.
That is crazy, isn't it?
What is that about?
I mean, I think there's a lot of factors in that. I think men, especially, a lot of men that I know over the years, like male friends that date younger girls, they have not got the emotional intelligence or maturity in general anyway.
I know what you're going to say. They can manipulate them more.
Yeah, manipulate. It's a lot easier to manipulate. No offence to young girls at all, because we've all been there, and we are.
No, we were those young girls.
We have definitely been them young girls. And I think as you get older, you tolerate less. You've had the life experience. You've had it with men especially. You don't tolerate that. Whereas younger girls would probably be like, I was obsessed with my older boyfriend who was 10 years older than me when I was 21. Do you know, like
that infatuation?
Yes, that infatuation. And you don't understand it. So older men tend to go for younger women, easy to manipulate. They haven't got as much life experience, and it's just easier for them, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I agree. Let's talk about dating and like when you were younger and experiences of that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about faking it. Why we did it, why we don't anymore.
Let me tell you a little fact here.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was reading up on this morning.
Oh, wait, no.
I found it very, very informative. 65% of women have faked an orgasm.
65?
Yeah.
I'd say it's 100.
Would you?
Yeah. Have faked at some point in their life?
No, continuously faking though.
What do you mean,
like,
sorry?
It's like long-term relationships, 65 people that was asked that were in relationships.
Right, okay, sorry.
Are still faking it.
Oh, faking it in relationships. 65% of women.
Yeah, now still.
That's sad.
That's really sad, isn't it? Yeah.
Christ.
It's really sad.
I think 100% of women have faked an orgasm at some point in their life.
Oh gosh, yeah, definitely have. But I mean, that like in a relationship that are still faking it and aren't able to speak to the partners about their sexual desires.
My
Why
gosh.
do you think that is?
I think, so obviously I don't fake it now as a grown-ass woman, but I think when you're younger, I think it was lack of knowledge for us. So I think
let's take it back here.
Yeah, like when you first start having sex, it's so performative and your only experience of sex is like what you've seen online or what you've seen in porn or whatever. So you think you're supposed to be that porn star, and sex that looks like that usually is not going to make you orgasm.
No,
so I think it's kind of like lack of knowledge. If you look back to our sex education, I don't know about you, but my sex education, was my art teacher teaching 13-year-old girls how to put a condom on a banana. Yeah. And I remember putting my hand up and saying, Miss McNamara, why do I need to be able to put a condom on a banana? Can't he put his own condom on?
Exactly.
Why is that my sex education?
Also, can we just go back to that? I've never seen a dick that looks like the size of a banana. So what are you doing at the shape and the size as well? But whatever. Do you know, like, why are women getting taught to do that from a young age and men aren't being taught about our periods? I think it's like showing them how to put a bloody tampon in. Why do they need to know that?
I think it's such a ridiculous missed opportunity with sex education because
massively from such a young age.
They could teach us about orgasms. They could teach us about your clitoris. They could teach us about
where is your clitoris?
What a healthy sex life looks like. I didn't even know I had a clitoris until I was about 21.
I didn't know what a bloody clitoris were neither. And it's actually a funny story, and I'll say this oh my gosh. Yeah. When I was at school.
What are you going to say?
It was like 13, 14.
What are you going to say about your clitoris?
Not mine.
Oh God.
But I remember there was this girl in our textiles group, and her second name was Kenny, and God bless you if you are listening. She was one of the girls, one of our girl group, but she said, I don't know where her clit is. And I always thought it was really funny because her name was Kenny at the end. So I called her Clitless Kenny. I had to go along with it because I had no fucking clue where my clit were anyway. So I do apologise for that because I didn't even know where my clit was. What even is it?
So funny.
I thought there was one hole. I didn't have a clue.
I thought you weed out of the same place that you had sex.
Yeah,
I didn't know I had a urethra until I was about 21
exactly.
either.
Yeah. Like, it's crazy. Why are they not teaching better education for sex at schools? Because the whole reason behind they're faking it is because we don't understand it.
Yeah.
We're not taught that.
And I think as well, you're so overexposed in so many ways, but then there's never anyone to actually guide you because you were just saying about clitless Kenny and like actually in reality you didn't even know where your own clit was, which is hilarious. I remember my very first art class. Don't know why it was always art. Obviously the art teacher's a bit fruity.
I used to jump on the table and throw paint at us.
God. My mum's art teacher used to deal with LSD. I swear to God.
Never.
Yeah, that was my mum's first experience of drugs.
That's ridiculous.
Being 15 and having LSD in art class. Anyway, I digress. My first talk of a sexual nature, I was 11. It was my first art class. And I remember this guy, Tom Cazalet. Tom will not be listening. I don't know why I was going to say if you're listening. Coming round and asking all the girls if we fingered ourselves. Yeah. And I didn't know what that meant. Yeah. But like, you have to go along with it or like be like, like I didn't know what that meant. Do you know when you've just done that? This is really funny. It's really not. But I don't know if I could say this. No, wait. So this guy, I've never thought about this, but this guy who used to come around and ask us if we fingered ourselves, and I was mortified. When he was about 25, he was in a car accident and he had his hand on to the top of the car and he lost all his fingers on one hand. I didn't think about that when I was telling the story. Oh my God. That's got to be some variety of karma.
He don't do it anymore, does he? Bless him.
No, he's not going around asking his finger themselves
teenagers if they finger themselves when he ain't got none. God bless him. I hope he's all right.
Yeah, lovely guy. But anyway, sorry, we're going to have to really pull this back.
I think that's hilarious though. Got no fingers like Clitless Kenny, fingerless guy. But yeah, going back to that and having
Faking
education and faking it.
Why do we fake it?
I think it's because, again, like you say, we weren't taught how to have a healthy sexual relationship with ourselves neither. And we weren't taught about a healthy relationship with our bodies. So we didn't know what they were.
Yeah.
I really do hope, and I would love to know if people are taught now
no, they're not.
About it. They're not.
I think as well, when it comes to faking it, one reason people do it is because there's like shame. I remember being young and thinking like, if you didn't orgasm when you're in sex, like there was something wrong with you, or like it was all on you. So you're embarrassed. So it was like you'd fake it so that you weren't embarrassed. And you were also more concerned about them having a good time than you were about you having a good time. Do you know what I mean?
Oh God, definitely.
Like it was so much more about their pleasure.
Also, can we go back to this? There's something, it's ridiculous. I'm going to have to double check this figure. I think it's something like 10% of women that get orgasms from penetrative sex.
Say that again.
Penetrative.
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 Penetrative. Can tell I'm dyslexic, can't you? Penis in the vagina.
Yeah.
There's only like...
I know, yeah.
Because the rest is all clitoral.
Yeah. Well, if you're not playing with the clit, it's not happening.
Well, exactly.
For most people.
So it's basically like a man having sex without his penis is like a woman having sex without using a clit.
Yeah. And I think
it's
all
not
men,
work, is it? And they don't
I think
orgasm
all
from
men
it.
would like to think, oh, no one's ever faked it with me because I'm so good. But let me tell you this, if you have been slamming someone and not touching their clit, I pretty much guarantee you she did not come. So 100% if she was moaning like a porn star, that was not an orgasm.
That is not an orgasm. That is not an orgasm.
Really sorry about that.
No, it's not. Yeah, so fun little fact for
it's
you
just
there.
It's just about massaging their ego as well, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it definitely is. And I think as girls, we're not taught how we need to love ourselves as well. So as you get older, you start to be more comfortable with your body, and that's when it comes more natural.
Yeah.
I didn't have an orgasm until I was in my 30s.
Are you being serious?
No.
You didn't have an orgasm until you were in your 30s?
No.
Oh, that's so sad.
I know.
There's going to be people listening to this who've never had an orgasm.
Exactly.
But if you've never had an orgasm, you need to get one of those sex toys that's like a clit sucker. Because I tell you now.
I'm telling you, it's the other one.
Which one?
The vibrator, the one that looks like a
We'll send
microphone.
you a list. We'll help you out.
Yeah, we will.
Because that is a sad little life.
Let me tell you, when I did that, I was like, where the fuck have I been all my life? No offense to my past boyfriends and stuff like that, but Jesus Christ.
So did you not use any sex toys until you were in your 30s?
No, I did, but I think, again, it was more to the point that it was more for them.
Yeah.
It was all for them.
You didn't use them on your own?
Like a man, you know, you're going at it and you're enjoying it, but then I never actually fully orgasmed because they'd finished and done what they needed to do and it was all on them. So it was like, I never realised what it was until I was fully single and sorting myself out.
Oh my God, that is wild.
It's crazy that, isn't it? But, you know, again, because we started off probably having sex so young as well, we just didn't understand it enough. Yeah. You can pretend you did, but you don't. Can I just ask you this?
Yeah.
How old were you when you had sex?
When I had sex?
Yeah.
Oh, Kayleigh. I was 15.
Yeah.
And I was then in a relationship with that person for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
So when I turned 21, I'd only ever had sex with one person.
Wow. Yeah.
But I was very young when I had sex. How old were you?
I was 14.
Were you?
I was 14, but I was exposed very young to I suppose, sex.
What do you mean?
I suppose, like...
How old were you when you first started doing sexual things with people?
Well, kissing from about 10.
Yeah, and 10? What, snogging?
Oh, I probably snogged at 8. I was very young. I was, small, I know.
You snogged someone when you're 8?
I'll tell you a funny story.
Please do.
My mum has never been like physically like hit me until this one time.
Yeah.
Oh my God. In fact, twice actually. It's both been for this reason. She found my diary once and it said I had sex with Kyle at the back of her.
Kyle?
It's called
Why does
Kyle.
that keep coming up?
I know. I had sex at the back of her shed.
How old were you?
I was 8. I didn't have sex at the back of a shed, by the way. I'd kissed him, but I didn't know what it was, obviously. I'd read it. I don't know where.
Okay. This is blowing my mind.
I don't know. I don't know where I got it from.
Right.
Like,
is this what Sheffield was like?
This was Chesterfield, actually. It's even worse. Just to point out.
Country bumpkins are well randy.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I'm from a proper small village. Like, yeah.
So you were really overexposed. So then 14.
So my mum slapped me at the back of the head at that, yeah. And then the second time was I found my mum's a porn magazine, obviously a partner's, but I took it out to Ice Cream Man because I was like, look at this. Like, what is this? All these naked people. She ran out. She gave me the biggest slap.
No. Stop. You found your mum's porn magazines. You picked them up, took them outside to the Ice Cream Man.
I did.
Did what? Showed them to him?
I showed it to him because I was like, what's these?
What did he say?
He was a male, weren't he? So I was asking him, what is this? And he probably thought, what is this child? My mum came running out. I've never seen her so fast, pelted me at the back of the head. Get inside now. She did. She got me. But I was like exposed to it from a young age, but not on purpose. Like, anyway, like, this is sex, Kayleigh. So I'd just seen it. So I was very inquisitive. I was always very old for my age, very old for my age. But I was in a relationship with a person as well I was young, 14. I was in a relationship with him for years.
How old is he?
18.
No, he wasn't.
Wouldn't allow that now, can I just say.
Kayleigh.
I know. We were together like 3 years.
Christ.
Yeah, it was very young. And let me tell you, if my daughter, when I do have a daughter one day, came back and said that, she's getting put in a broom cupboard and not letting out, let me tell you.
Broom cupboard? We don't have broom cupboards anymore. We don't have that much money.
Harry Potter. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, broom cupboard. Oh, she'll be under the stairs then, like Harry Potter. You will not leave and go out with an 18-year-old.
I really feel like our sexuality just massively evolves in your 30s as well. Like, and I remember hearing this. So, like, you know, Samantha Jones in season one,
Sex and the City.
Samantha Jones, Sex and the City.
Best ever.
She's already like 36 and she is in her absolute sexual prime. And I remember hearing that when I was younger and thinking, there's no way. But then you come into your 30s and you're so comfortable with yourself. Yeah. It's just such I mean, we always talk about how much we love our 30s, but it's such a great period of time in terms of how comfortable you are with being
it's so
sexual.
more empowering when you know yourself and your body and you are just a happier version of yourself. And I think it really portrays to your partner as well, because that energy between you then, when you're comfortable in yourself, if I'm sat covering up and not knowing or not speaking out about how I feel or what I'm feeling
what you
sexually
like.
Exactly. That's just not going to work, is it, long term?
I think that's a big part of it as well, why it's so much better in your 30s, because you know what you like. Like, when I was in my early 20s, I was just trying to do something out of the fucking Kama Sutra.
My God, I know.
It was like every single position, your legs were everywhere, and none of that felt good.
There's just no need to be doing 20 positions and bouncing off the walls, bouncing off the bed.
So true. Yeah. Why are you doing a headstand? You don't need to do a headstand.
Why is your leg over against the door there? Just literally.
You don't need to do the splits. But again, that's performative, isn't it?
Yeah, it is performative.
You don't need to be doing that.
We don't need to be doing that.
And now you know what you like, so you don't feel the need to do all the crazy positions. You're doing what you like.
That's true. Also, Sex and the City probably did show a lot of that with Samantha, by the way, who is a fucking G.
Yeah.
But
a G.
Yeah, she is a G. But you don't need to be doing that. I would suggest anybody that's not comfortable in their own skin, if they're listening to this, to go just have a little feel on themselves.
There will be people listening to this who are in their 30s and don't feel like they're in the sexual prime because they're not feeling confident in themselves, or they don't talk to their partner about these things. And it's so important to just have that open communication.
It's very healthy to do that.
And explore yourself as well. If you don't know what you like you say, you didn't have an orgasm until you're in your 30s.
I honestly, thank God that I went into my little single era and developed all this, because I wouldn't have had a clue.
Because now you've got a suitcase of dildos. Hey, where's your suitcase?
Well, it's not here, is it? Jesus.
No, but now you've got a boyfriend. Have you still got your suitcase?
Of course I have. It's next to the bed still.
I love that.
He's not been exposed to it yet.
Has he not? Well, that's going to be a shock of his absolute life.
We haven't needed to.
Welcome to my suitcase.
Do you know what? I might go and introduce it to him when I get home now, talking about all this sex.
Oh my God.
Joking.
Kayleigh,
poor guy's going to run a mile. He's literally going to run a mile when he sees the suitcase of dildos.
Also, you're going for an Indian tonight, so I wouldn't recommend.
I not recommend.
Just to bring it full circle.
That is so funny.
What an episode.
Great. I really enjoyed talking about this. I mean, do you know what? Season 2 is going to be like full of all these conversations, because why not empower in our 30s and talk more about sex?
Absolutely. Let me end it on this. I did a poll on Instagram asking our viewers to tell me what they wanted to hear on season 2. What was your favourite episode? What do you want us to talk about? And every single person just said sex, 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 sex. So basically we're just a sex podcast now.
Yeah, we don't mind. No. We don't mind doing that at all. Can talk to you all day about the suitcase of dildos.
Thanks so much for listening to Curveball, the podcast. We love having you here.
Feel free to throw us a curveball of your own. We'd love to hear your stories, questions, or dilemmas.
If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you hit follow, subscribe, and leave us a review.
And share it with a friend who'd love a little curveball in their life too. See you next time.